Hello students, welcome in one another lecture of subject Highway Engineering. In previous lecture, we had discussed the term gradient. What is meant by gradient? The rise or fall along the length of road with respect to the horizontal is known as a gradient. Then we had discussed purpose of providing gradient, then factor affecting gradient, then we have discussed the types of gradient. Then after that we had discussed the term sight distance. The distance along the center line of the road at which a driver has visibility of an object. The object is stationary or moving at a specified height above the carriageway known as a sight distance. The sight distance is a distance along the center line of the road and this distance is visible for the driver. Then we had discussed the standard condition for sight distance. Then after that we had discussed the factor affecting sight distance. There are 5 factors which can be affect the sight distance. First is the speed of vehicle, then the fractional resistance of the road surface, then height of driver eyes, then slope of the road surface and reception time and brake reaction time. Then we had start types of sight distance. In that, the first two types of sight distance is we have see in the last lecture. In this lecture, we are going to see the next two types of sight distance. The first type of sight distance is stopping or non-passing sight distance. Then second is the overtaking or passing sight distance. These two types we had seen in the last lecture. Now third type is intermediate sight distance and fourth is the lateral sight distance. These two types of sight distance we are going to see in this lecture. Now we just revise what is the stopping sight distance, the clear distance ahead needed by the driver to bring the vehicle to a stop. The distance which can be needed to bring a vehicle to stop is called a stopping sight distance. This is the picture which can be see the stopping sight distance. Then we had discussed the problem of stopping sight distance. After that, we had discussed second type of sight distance is overtaking sight distance. Now, what is overtaking sight distance? The distance required to overtake another vehicle is overtaking sight distance or the minimum distance open to the vision of driver on a two-way road to enable him to overtake another vehicle ahead with safe or with safety against the traffic from opposite direction is called the overtaking or passing sight distance. Now see in this picture we have the overtaking sight distance. Then we had discussed the minimum overtaking distance is depends upon which factors. There is a 4 factors on which minimum overtaking distance is depends. Now we are going to see the third type of sight distance is intermediate sight distance. Now see what is the intermediate sight distance? The distance which affords reasonable opportunities to driver to overtake the vehicle ahead with caution is known as the intermediate sight distance. That is a in intermediate sight distance, this sight distance give the opportunities to the driver to overtake the vehicle with the awareness or with the care. Now see, intermediate sight distance is taken as safe stopping sight distance. The intermediate side distance is the safe stopping side distance, because in the intermediate side distance this gives the awareness to driver before overtaking the vehicle. Now see the value of intermediate side distance. When the speed of vehicle is 20 km per hour, then the intermediate side distance is 40 meter. When the speed of vehicle is 25 km per hour, then the intermediate side distance is 50 meter. And the when speed of vehicle is 30 km per hour, then intermediate side distance is 60 meter. Then the speed of vehicle is 35, then intermediate side distance is 80 meter. When speed is 40, distance is 90. When speed is 50 km per hour, the intermediate side distance is 120 meter. Then when the speed is 60, then intermediate side distance is 160. When speed is 65, intermediate side distance is 180 meter. Then when the speed is 80, the intermediate side distance is 240 meter, and the speed is 100, intermediate side distance is 360 meter. Now see the fourth type of side distance is lateral side distance. Now see the definition of lateral side distance. The side distance needed by the driver of vehicle who see another vehicle approaching the intersection, reacts and applies brake to bring his vehicle to dead stop at the intersection without any collision is called as the lateral side distance. It is the definition of lateral side distance. When the driver see the vehicle comes at intersection and the driver applies brakes, and the distance on which the driver see the approaching vehicle, this side distance is the lateral side distance. This is the diagram of lateral side distance. Now see the cursor. It is the lateral side distance from the vehicle A and vehicle B, and the line of sight is the from vehicle B to point C, it is the lateral side distance, and from vehicle A to point C, it is the lateral side distance. Now the next point is the lateral side distance should be sufficient to satisfy the following three conditions. That is, the lateral side distance have to satisfy the following conditions. The first condition is to enable both or at least one or approaching vehicles to change their speed to avoid collision. That is, the lateral side distance must be able to, or it is a enable both or at least one vehicle which can be approaching to change their speed and avoid the collision of two vehicles. Then second is to bring at least one or both the approaching vehicles to stop before reaching a point of collision. That is, to bring at least one or both vehicles to stop before reaching to point of collision. Then third is to enable the stopping vehicles or minor road to start, accelerate and cross the main road before approaching vehicles. That is, at intersection the side distance is enable the stopping vehicles on minor road to start, accelerate or cross the main road before the another vehicle is approaching to that road, and traveling at design speed on main road reaches the interaction. Now the next point is total reaction time of the driver. That is, in the factors of side distance, we had discussed the term reaction time. Now see what is the total reaction time or reaction time of the driver. Now see what is the reaction time. The time taken by the driver from the instant the object is seen to the instant when the brakes are effectively applied is known as the reaction time of the driver. That is the time in between the driver see the object or vehicle and the time when he apply the brakes effectively. The time between these two points is called as the reaction time. The reaction time is approximately up to 5 seconds. It play an important role in deciding the length of sight distance or stopping sight distance. The reaction time play important role to deciding the length of stopping sight distance. The total reaction time of the driver can be split up into the two categories. The reaction time is split up into two categories. First one is the brake reaction time and second is the participation time. First, the reaction time is brake reaction time. Now see what is a brake reaction time. The time taken by the driver of vehicle for the application of brakes is known as a brake reaction time. That is the time which can be taken by driver to apply brakes is known as the brake reaction time. It depends on the skill of driver, types of problems, etc. Then second is a perception time, not participation time, it is a perception time. The time taken by the driver of vehicles to realize that brake is applied is known as a perception time. That is when the driver is realized that he is applied brake or he had applied brake, this time is known as the perception time. It varies from driver to driver. That is the perception time for every person is different. It also depends on several factors such as the speed of vehicles, distance of object, climatic condition. That is perception time is depend upon speed of vehicles, then distance of objects and climatic conditions of that area. Hope you all get this brake reaction brake times. Now we just revise the point sight distance. Now see what is the concept of sight distance. The distance along the center line of road at which a driver has visibility of the front object is known as a sight distance. Then the standards for sight distance should be specify or satisfy the following three conditions. Then next point is factor affecting sight distance. There is a total 5 factors which can be affect the sight distance. Then next point is types of sight distance. There is a 4 types of sight distance. First is a stopping or non-stopping sight distance. Second is overtaking or passing sight distance. Third is intermediate sight distance and fourth is lateral sight distance. Stopping sight distance means what? What is the concept of stopping sight distance? The sight distance which can be required to stop a vehicle is the stopping sight distance. Then we had discussed one problem of this stopping sight distance. The formula for calculate stopping sight distance is v square divided by 254 f plus 0.278 v into t. Then second is overtaking sight distance. The sight distance which can be required to overtake the vehicle with the safety is overtaking sight distance. It is the concept of overtaking sight distance. Then we had discussed the minimum overtaking sight distance which depend upon which factors. Then third type is intermediate sight distance. Now what is the intermediate sight distance? It is the afford or reasonable opportunities to driver to overtake the vehicle with the safety or with the awareness. Then next is lateral side distance. The lateral side distance is the side distance which can be provided at intersection. This is the four types of side distance. Hope you all get these four types of side distance. Then the next point is the lateral side distance should be satisfied the which conditions. There is a three conditions which can be satisfied the lateral side distance. Then we had see the next point, total reaction time of the driver. Now see what is the total reaction time of the driver. The time taken by the driver from instant of object is seen to the point when the driver applies the brake. This total time is known as the total reaction time. Then the total reaction time is have two parts. First is brake reaction time, that is the time which can be required to apply brake is brake reaction time, and second is reception time, that is the time which can be required to realize driver that he has applied brake. It is the reception time. Hope you all get this concept of sight distance. The sight distance means the distance which can be visible to the driver while traveling on the road to overtake any vehicle. Then there is a fourth type of sight distance. Then we had discussed the total reaction time. The total reaction time has two parts. First one is the brake reaction time and second is the precipitation time. Thank you.